So in this video, I just want to review the steps for doing long division. So we first always divide, and then our next step would be to multiply. Then our next step is to subtract, and then we check what we have left over to see if we can divide it again. And if we can't divide, then we need to bring down the number from the dividend. So I have this saying, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? To help us remember the steps for long division, so the DMSCB. Let's look at one problem to practice these steps. So, if I have the problem, 418 divided by 2. This 418 is called my dividend, and the 2 is called my divisor. And what I am looking for is called the quotient. So when I set this up, I set it up with the 418 underneath what I call a house. So I put it in the house, under the roof. And my divisor, 2, is outside the house. So I first have to divide. And I'm going to first say to myself, I have 4 objects. I need to have 2 in each group. How many groups can I make? Well, I can make 2 groups because 2 times 2 is 4. So then my next step is to multiply. So now I'm saying, I'm putting an imaginary multiplication symbol out there. I'm saying 2 times 2, and that's going to give me 4. So then my next step is to sell or subtract. So I'm going to subtract 4 minus 4 and get 0. Now I need to do the cheese, or I need to check. Can I do 0 divided by 2? Nope. I can't put 0 objects into groups that have 2 in each group. So I need to bring down. The next number from the dividend. So now I have 1. So now I go back to the beginning. D, does. I need to divide. 1 divided by 2. Well, 2 times a number does not equal 1. So I'm going to put a 0 up top here. Now my next step is to do the McDonald's, or the multiply. 0 times 2 gives me 0. Now I subtract because that's my sell step. 1 minus 0 is 1. And now I need to do the cheese and check. Does 1 divided by 2 equal anything? Nope. I can't split one object up and have 2 in each group. So I need to do the burgers and bring down my 8 from my dividend. Now I go back to the beginning and I divide. 18 divided by 2. That's a basic math fact. 18 divided by 2 is 9. So now I do my McDonald's, I multiply. 9 times 2, that is 18. Now I sell or I subtract. So I subtract 18 minus 18, and that gives me 0. And I check, can I do 0 divided by 2? Nope. And do I have any numbers to bring down for the burgers? I don't. So I know, since this is a 0, I don't have a remainder. So my quotient is 209.